بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والصلاة والسلام على أشرف الخلق أجمعين سيدنا ونبينا وحبيبنا وشفيعنا محمد الصادق الأمين وعلى آله وصحبه والتابعين. Welcome today to our first lesson in grade 12 core English language. Today inshallah subhanahu wa ta'ala we are going to start with theme 1 inshallah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and we are going to divide our lesson in two parts. We are going to start with our first part today. Let's have a look at theme 1, the introduction. As you can see in here a picture, it's going to talk about a very nice topic which is called retail therapy. Retail therapy. We are going to discuss certain things about this topic, and let's start with the learning objectives for today. Today we are going to practice skimming skills with different types of reading texts, and we are going to identify the main idea in a reading text. So our main focus on this unit, which is unit 1, is to focus on the types of reading. First of all, let's start with this very lovely picture in here. As you can see, there is a doctor who is talking to a girl in here, or a woman, and she is suffering from certain things. She is talking to him and she is saying that she is feeling depressed, and he is advising her to go shopping to relax and change the mood. She said, but the problem, you don't understand the problem, that I have been shopping. So she is depressed because she have been shopping. So he said in here, as you can see, so why don't you try some retail therapy? Take a day off and go shopping. From the picture in here, we can visualize the meaning, we can understand the meaning of retail therapy. So he is asking her to go for shopping to change her mood, forget her problems. So which one of those four titles or four meaning is the best for the retail therapy? What do you think? Yeah, you can get it easily. It's a way to make yourself, feel better by shopping. It's a way to make yourself feel better by shopping. Okay, let's move to our reading. This is a very lovely task to do. I need you to read in here this first reading in here. You are asked to what? To do what? Read the text below and check that you understand the meaning, the word in here, this word in yellow in here. So check your dictionary. Let's go through them one by one and understand each one, the meaning of each one. So, good. Passion. What is a passion? A passion is what that, we are going to talk about. Addicted, trading, advertising, brand, slogan, logos. We have persuade, malls, and bargaining. Okay, let's check also the meaning of the word charm. Let's start with the word passion. Passion is a great love for something. When you are really loving that thing so much, so you enjoy doing it, as the man is in this picture in here. Addicted is when you cannot stop doing certain thing. You are really addicted to that thing. You cannot stop doing certain thing. This man is in here is addicted to a mobile phone or to using mobile phone. He cannot stop using it. Trading, yeah, it's related to selling and buying things, as you can see in this picture in here. Trading. Advertising, yes. When you advertise, it means you are announcing that you have something. You'd like others to come to you and buy your product or get your service at least. Good. So you are using sometimes social media, television, radio, etc. Good. Now let's talk about slogan, logo, and other things. So as you can see in here, the brand name is what? Is the name of the brand itself or the name of the product. We call it the brand name. Like in here, as you can see, Mazoon is the brand name. Good. While the logo is the shape. The logo is the shape they use to describe themselves. They use this very lovely shape in here to describe themselves. But what is a slogan? A slogan is what? A slogan is that phrase they use to express themselves to others. Like in here, taste for life. Taste for life. So as you can see from this picture here, there's a big difference between brand name, logo, and slogans. Good. We still have the word persuade. Persuade is what? Is to try to convince others with your product. Good. Malls, we all know malls, when you go to malls and shop there. And bargaining is asking others to lower the price. When you ask others to lower the price. The last word is charm. Charm is when you are really amazed by seeing something. Wow, this is like charming. You can say this very old souk is really charming, very amazing. Good. So this is the meaning of the words, as you can see there. Let's move to page 2, unit 1. Let's start with fair exchange. As you can see in here, you have an activity in here. You are giving certain phrases. You are asked to categorize them according to these two pictures, old ship and a new ship. It's really an amazingly easy task. Let's start with powered with wind. Of course, which one would you be powered with wind? Yes, the old ship made of wood, also the old ship. Powered with engines or powerful engines, yes, the modern ships. And triangle sail, also the old ship. Carries oil or silk and spices, yeah, the old one. Carries oil, which one? Yes, it is the new one. Electronic control, of course, it's obvious, the new one. And made of steel, the new one also. So I was sure, or I'm sure that you are going to get it all. Good. Now let's move to our very lovely text in here. Text or task. I am going to teach you how to read, or what should you do in reading. Okay, it says in here, read the following, okay, text as quick as possible. Okay, focus on the word as quick as possible. To do what? Okay, to choose the appropriate title. To choose the appropriate title here. What should you do? Just go through them very fast, read the first and the last sentence from each paragraph and check the general idea, what they are talking about. It won't take you more than 1 minute to do that thing. Good. Now choose the most appropriate title in here. From your reading, you can notice that it's talking about, is it talking about the history of frankincense trade? Is it talking about shopping for perfumes, or the rise of the oil business in Oman, or trading in ancient and modern times? Most of them are talking about all of those topics. But is the general text, or in general, are talking about this one? No, you will find that some of them are talking about some of those topics in here. But the only one that could present the entire topic or the entire text is what? Is trading in ancient and modern time. So this is one kind of reading. When you go through the main ideas, skim them, go through them very quickly to just get the idea or the main idea of the text. Good. We are going to do it again, but now this time we are going to do it only for what? For each individual paragraph in here. And we are going to check or choose the best title for each one. As you can see in here, just start from the first sentence. Trade has changed the course of the history. And move to the last one. Countries trade with each other in food, whatever. So which one do you think is the best title for this one? Without even reading it at all. Just reading, getting the idea. Yes, it is what? It is the history of trading. The history of trading. Nice. But what if I ask you to check for the meaning of certain words? You are going to change your way of reading. You are going to change your way of reading. You are going to go through it and look for the word. We are checking for the word. People who buy and sell goods. Where are this word? You are going, okay, I find it there. So check for the specific details in there. So merchants is the meaning of people who buy and sell goods, while suddenly and greatly means what? Dramatically. Let's move to the next one, to the next paragraph. The same thing in here. What do you think is the best title for this paragraph? Let's go through it. The Arabs, okay, specifically the Omani have, okay. Then go to the last one. Okay, Arab dhows sailed across the ocean and discovered seas routes to India, China, and East Africa. What do you think? Is it the emergence of oil? No. The history of trading? No. The Arab as trader? I think so. the Arab as trader is the answer. Let's go again and look for the meaning of this word, or look for a word which means position, and look for a word which means ways one place to another. What do you think? Position? Let's go through. Yes, it is location, while the other one is routes. Routes is away from place to another. The same thing would be done, or can we do? We can do with the third paragraph. What's the best title? Let's go. Okay, the center of frankincense trade in Oman. And the last one. Okay, so it is clear that the title is what? The frankincense trade. We are asked to look for the meaning or a word that means sold to another country and religious ceremonies. Let's check. Yes, exchange and rituals. Rituals. This is the meaning of religious ceremonies. Good. So, and the same thing we are going to do it with the fourth paragraph. This is the way that it would be really helpful for you in your examination. Looking for the meaning of each paragraph will help you a lot to go back to it while you are looking for an answer. For example, you are asked to answer a question in your reading. So you don't need to go through them again and read them all the paragraphs again. No, now you got the idea, you know the idea or the main idea of each paragraph, and you can refer it back to it whenever you think this is the most suitable reading, or the most suitable place to look for the answer. Good. And here, as you can see, the oil is mentioned, so this is the emergence of oil. Good. Also, you are asked to look for the meaning of those words. Relating to trade and money and enormous, of course. Look there and search for it. You can find economic, which is related to trade and money, and gigantic, which means really huge and enormous, really huge and enormous. The main idea or the purpose of this activity is to teach you how reading could be really useful for you, by just going through the text and looking for the main idea, instead of just going through them one by one or word by word. Good. Now, this is another type of reading. What that's that? When you are asked to answer a WH question, for example, in here, like what? In the old days, what did merchant trade in? Which paragraph would we go to? Yes, we are going to go to the paragraph which talk about the trade, the trading of merchants in the past. Then look here. What was the name of the old overland trade route to China? So you know which paragraph you are going to refer and go back to. So these are the answers of the question. We have brought them from what? From the text there. Now, you know what you are going to do. You just read the question and go back to that small paragraph you have already read before, and find the answer and copy it there, or just write your answer there. Good. Now this is the end of theme, or this is the end of unit 1 in theme 1. I will give you a homework. Go through this text in here, okay? Through this text in here, and it's page 3, and do the same thing. Do the same thing. You are going to do the same thing. You are going to be asked to check for the best or the most suitable title for the reading and answer some related question. You are going to the same process that you have already learned. Okay? It is in page 3 in your course book. Good. Now let's move to unit 2. Let's move to unit 2. It's also a very lovely unit in which we are going to talk about grammar in here. Let's start with the saying, what is a name? But let's go to our objectives in this unit. We are going to ask and answer questions to complete a task. Good. And review the different usage of the past simple and the past simple passive. The past simple and the past simple passive. Good. Look at this very lovely rose in here. Okay. William Shakespeare said something about the name of a rose, and if we have changed the name, would it be like the same? Would it smell the same? Which is really referring to something else, which is referring to a brand name. There is a very lovely question. Do you think a brand name has anything to do with the product itself? Does it has anything, or has this name anything to do with the selling of the product? We are going to learn about it in this coming story. Okay. And here we have a short story about a product that was made once in a country, and it wasn't selling well because of what? We are going to see this one. Now, in here, you are supposed to read this very lovely text in here, in which you are going to learn a lot. We are going to do the same thing in here. We are going to do the same thing in here. You are going to read it and go through it. But now it says you have some questions to answer. It says, how many companies are mentioned in the text? Yes, when you go back and read them all, you will find there are lots of companies are mentioned there. Good. 2, why didn't Chevrolet sell well in the Latin America? Okay, why didn't Chevrolet sell well in Latin America? Good. What is Oman Air's logo? What is Oman Air's logo? So by reading the question, even before reading the text, you are getting an idea about the things going on. So it's going to talk about companies, it's going to mention Chevrolet, and there's a problem with Chevrolet, and they are also going to talk about Oman or Oman logo. Good. So go through them quickly and see how many companies are mentioned there. How many companies are mentioned there? Yes. See there? The next text. Yes. Good. And what else? Good. Good. Let's see our answers. It says, how many companies are mentioned there? Chevrolet, Adidas, Coca-Cola, and Oman Air. Good. And if you go through the Chevrolet text, you will find there's a very lovely story in which they have named a car with not a suitable name for that country. So people had an idea about that car, which is not a good idea, so it wasn't sold well. What was that reason? It says they choose a name of Nova for a new car. In Spanish, Nova means it doesn't go. So it means in Spanish it doesn't go. So the Chevrolet Nova didn't sell well in Spanish-speaking markets. Because they have chosen a name that's not suitable for their or for the country they are selling their products in, which shows how important is to choose a correct name for your product. Good. We all remember the Oman logo. What do you think is the Oman logo refers to? The Oman Air logo? Yes, it's a swirl of frankincense smoke in modern design. A swirl of smoke for frankincense smoke in modern design. Good. So this is another type of reading in which you went through the text and look for specific details and to answer your questions. Now let's move to the grammar part in here, which we are going to talk and discuss in brief the past simple and the past simple passive. The past simple is used to refer to something that happened in the past and finished. Something happened in the past and finished. Okay, good. But the past simple passive is used to something else. Let's have a look at this car in here. Imagine that the car was moving in the way, or Ali was driving that car when the smoke started going up. Ali stopped there and was shocked. What happened to the car? He was late for the work. The day after, he called his manager or called his boss and said, I am sorry, I couldn't come. Why is that? The car was broken. So, did Ali break the car? No, Ali didn't break the car. Did someone break it? No. So there is no one who had done that thing. No doer. So we are not really, or at even we are not really concerned about who broke down that car, but we said that the car was broken. The car was broken. Look at the formation of the sentence. We have the subject, and this is the verb. Okay, we are going to talk more and more about it. This TV, for example. The past simple would say, someone broke the TV. Someone broke the TV. But if you are really more concerned about the TV itself, don't care about one, you said the TV was broken by someone. Look at the change in here, in the formation. Look at the change. What happened? We moved the object and we put it in the place of the subject. Okay. But that's why we need to change the verb. We need to change the verb, because in here, someone who did that thing to the TV, and the TV received the action. But in here, no, the TV didn't break anyone. No, the TV is still the one who received the action. The TV is still the one who received the action. So we need to change the verb. What should we do? We change it from broke to was broken. From broke to was broken. Was broken has to change to make us understand that the one before who received the action, the one before received the action. Like in here, like when we say Ali, like in here, the cake was eaten by Ali. The cake was eaten by Ali. Who received the action? Yes, the cake received the action. The cake received the action, not Ali. The cake received the action. But if we said that Ali ate the cake, okay, no, this is the past simple, which means that the one after the verb received the action. Good. But when to use passive? When to use passive? As we said, when the agent is unknown, like in here, something was stolen from our house last night. Something was stolen. I do not know who did that, or even I don't care about the one who did that. I care about the things that have been stolen. So we say something was stolen from our house. And sometimes the opposite. When you need to emphasize the subject. For example, you would like to tell your friends that Sammy, the one who was told to leave. The teacher asked Sammy to leave the class. But you need to emphasize the subject in here, which used to be the object. You said Sammy was told to leave. Sammy, not Muhammad, not Ahmed, not anyone else, but Sammy was told to leave. Only Sammy was told to. So to emphasize what? To emphasize the subject in here. Good. When to use the passive also is when you needed to make it unclear and vague. You know what is unclear? You need to make other thing and be worried a little bit. You see it, for example, in here, like this one. Like, a suitcase was found at the airport. A suitcase was found at the airport. So, and we said, there's something strange with it. I don't know who did it. Why is it left there? So to make it unclear and vague for, about the subject. Good. Let's move to this exercise in here, which is a very lovely exercise. It's just to refresh you. Let's move it. It says, they don't clean the bird cages. Yes, they didn't clean the bird cages. How can we change it to passive voice? Yes, we will say, the bird cages were not cleaned. Were not cleaned. Were not cleaned. Good. Too many customers annoyed me. So what should we do? We move this one to the first, okay? But should we put it me? No. We moved it to the place of the subject. So we are going to use the subject pronoun, not the object pronoun as it used to be in here. So we will say, what? We will say, I was annoyed, okay? I was annoyed by too many customers. As you can see, as we have said in here before, what should we do? We said what? We write the was or were plus what? Plus the past participle to form the passive voice. Was or were plus the past participle to form the passive. As you can see in here, we use it like, the was or were plus the past participle. Look in here, lamps and candles, what? For light, because there were no electricity used. What should we do? Yes, was or were? Was or were? Yes, were. Used. Good. Were used. Okay, nice. The same thing in here. A simple small house by a poor family built. Okay, let's start with what? Was or were? Good. Was. Built. What should we do? Yes, was. Or yes, was built by a poor family. Nice. Let's move to page 4. Go back to the short answer. And in here, you are asked to identify and go through them and see, look for the past passive in here. The past passive in here, you can find it there in the first paragraph. Was not delivered, was introduced, and also in the other paragraphs also in here. Go through them and circle the past passive. Good. Change the verb in the past passive. On here, we have questions in here. Yeah, let's go and change them in the past passive. People in the ancient times used bargaining. We'll start with what? With the object, which is bargaining, and we'll say what? We'll say, yes, we'll say bargaining was used by people in ancient time. Chevrolet made a mistake about the name of their new car. Where is the object? A mistake. What should we say? Yeah, a mistake was what? A mistake was made by Chevrolet about the name for their product. Adolf Dassler founded Adidas. Yeah, good. Adidas was founded by Adolf Dassler. Let's go to 4. John Bimpton says what? Or change Coca to Coca with the C. So, what should we do? Yes, Coca was changed to Coca. Good. And Oman Air chose a new logo. We started the object. A new logo was chosen by Oman Air. So now you know how to form it and how to use it and when to use the past simple passive. Good. Nice. Let's move to your workbook, page 4. Also in here, you are asked to choose the correct answer in here. Let's go and try to choose, depending on this topic in here. It says, the table above published or was published by leading US branding consultancy. So, what should we do? Which one? Consultancy, yes. Which one? Yes, was published. Was published. Good. As we can see in the number 1 position in 2013, taken or was taken. The number 1 position taken or was taken by Apple. Yes, it was taken by Apple. Good. Go on and see. Before 2013, Coca-Cola held or was held. Who is the doer? Yes, it is a normal subject. So held the number 1 position for 13 years. But in 2013, it dropped or was dropped to the number 3. Thank you. It dropped to number 3 position. Google rose was risen. Was risen. Good. Thank you. Google rose to number 2 position in 2013, but beat or was beaten by. Thank you. Who beat the other one? Yes, it was beaten by because the Google or it received the action in here. The companies in the first 4 position in 2012 remain. It's clear, which is remained the same in 2013, but the order changed or was changed. There's nothing before it, so the order changed. And however, Microsoft stayed in the number 5 position in both years. This was a very lovely and quick practice for your grammar course. Now, I will give you another homework, which is to go to page 70 of your workbook and complete the grammar practice in here. It's a really useful one, and try to finish it and go through it and practice things that we have already learned. Good. Now it's time to move to theme 1, unit 3. Theme 1, unit 3. Good. Shop till you drop. Shop till you drop. What does that mean? What does shop till you drop mean? And we are going to see. Let's talk about the learning objectives for this unit. Develop and use a vocabulary associated with aspects of shopping. Recognize and use word variables and collocations. That's a very lovely lesson in here, in which we are going to focus on vocabulary, inshallah. Good. Look at this picture in here. Look at this picture in here. What are they doing? Or what have they been doing? See? Where do you think the women have been? From the bags in here, from the things you can see, they have been doing what? See? Do men and women enjoy shopping for the same thing? They have been shopping, as you can see in here, because they are really, carrying those bags, and because the very big smile in their face. Okay. Another question, it says, do you think, or do men and women enjoy shopping for the same thing or different thing? I think, or you may agree with me, that some may say that they enjoy shopping for somehow the same thing, and sometimes they have different things to enjoy shopping for. For example, men enjoy shopping like sport clothes, equipments, tools, and maybe electronic stuff, while women may enjoy shopping for clothes, other things, jewelries, and different type of things there. Good. Yes, there's a very lovely question. Are there any differences in the way men and women shop? Any differences in the way they shop, not the things they shop, the way they shop. Think of the money they spend. Think of the time they spend there. Think of the way or the places they go to. Let's go and think of the time they spend there. What do you think, women or men spend more time in shopping? Maybe both are equal. Maybe both are equal. Others will say, no, men spend more time in shopping. Others will say, no, women spend more time in shopping. But about the places they go to, I think men may prefer old markets. Not all of us. I mean, some of them may prefer old markets because it's really, nearby them, and may give them the chance of bargaining, which is another thing that we can talk about, bargaining. But while women may enjoy going to shopping in malls or big supermarkets because they find everything there and fashionable things there, and the way they shop, bargaining. Which one do you think they bargain more? These are lots of things that you can write about in your opinion essay, for example, or an evaluative essay. Lots of things to discuss and talk about. Good. Let's move to page 6. What is a shopaholic? What is a shopaholic? Good. We need to look at this paragraph in here. I need you also to read it. And to do what? To do what? To check for the meaning of this word in here. To guess the meaning of this word in here. To guess the word of this word, or the meaning of this word in here. So, corporate, lawyer, for example. Passion. Do you remember? Passion. We have talked about it. Compulsive. Compulsive. Let's look. How can we guess the meaning of this word? We need to read before and after the word. Good. Vanessa is a corporate lawyer who works for a big international company. So someone who works for a company. This lawyer works for a company. So corporate lawyer, let me guess, that's someone who works for someone else, for a company or whatever. Good. So passion, so that they fill it with their greatest passion. Shopping, okay, greatest passion, the love for something. Good. Compulsive. In other words, okay, this is in other words, so we need to read before. It says here, but these two women don't go shopping in an ordinary way. Vanessa and Katie are shopaholics. Shopaholics. What does shopaholics mean? What does shopaholics mean? In other words, they are compulsive buyer who are addicted to shopping. Compulsive buyer who are addicted to shopping. So what does compulsive mean? Compulsive buyer, what I think they're not controlling themselves. They are forced to do something. It's like this. So let's see. Cooperative, we say that it is belonging to a company, working with a company, good, belonging to a company. Passion, enthusiasm for something, enthusiasm for something. Enthusiasm means, wow, you have that feeling, kind of feeling, you would like to do that certain thing. Good. And compulsive, something that you cannot control. Compulsive, it's forced to do it. Something that you cannot control. This is compulsive, I say. Good. The next paragraph. Afflicts and excessive consumers buzz. Let's go to check the meaning for each one. As we said, we need to read before and after the question. The passion for over shopping afflicts men as well as women. Okay, it afflicts men and women. Men and women, there is a, okay, it affects them. Yes, it affects them both. Good. One reason for this craze for excessive spending is that modern companies, excessive spending, like excessive, like too much spending, maybe. They are too much expensive, because it seems that they are talking about a negative thing in modern companies, aiming to make a profit. So they are, as if they are forcing them to spend more and more money. Companies are forcing men and women to spend more and more. Good. So consumers, wow, consumers is not that much strange word. It's like, there is a word which is similar to it, which is customer, maybe. Consumer feel, okay, so there is someone who feel. Consumer, someone who feel. Human, I think they are human. Yeah. So consumers, human, kind of human. What do? They need to buy. Okay, so it's related to buying. So consumer, it may mean customer in here. It's good. Buzz. Wow, it's a strange word. What should we do? It gives so much buzz. It gives so much. Wow, look, it gives us the same. Okay, there's a feeling. I think it is a feeling. It's a feeling. Do you think it is a bad or a positive or a negative feeling? Let's see. And as I adore shopping. Wow, it gives a buzz. Adore shopping. I love it so much. So it gives a buzz. I think it is a positive feeling in here. A positive feeling, like excitement or whatever. Let's see the meaning. Afflicts means to affect, or the effects in a negative way, but in a negative way. It affects others in a negative way. Excessive, too much. Yes, excessive spending, it means too much spending without control, too much spending. Consumers, people who buy and use products or services. Yes, because of what we say, they feel. The people, they are human, so the people who buy and use products or services. Good. And the last word, buzz, feeling of excitement. Feeling of excitement. Good. Very nice. Now let's read what is a shopaholic in here. Consolation. What does that mean? Wow, it's a strange word, really strange word for us. Maybe the first time we go through it. Let's read it. People often use things, buy things they don't need when they are in need. When they are in need for consolation, something people need. Something people need. Perhaps something bad happened to them. Okay? Something bad happened to them, or they are feeling lonely or depressed. So they head for the bright lights of the shopping. Good. So we can understand that people do this one or consolation when they feel sad. Okay? When they feel sad, to do what? To make them feel a little bit, forget their problems, feel more happy about it. Good. Consolation means so doing something to make you forget your problems. Good. Something that makes you forget your problem. Good. Yet it is something that makes you feel better or forget your problems. Consolation. Consolation. Some people may find consolation in, for example, in shopping, when they are depressed or when they are feeling really, angry about something. They go shopping. Other people will go eating, sleeping, playing, moving around here and here. So this the way that thing that makes you feel better when you are in a bad mood. Nice. This one said, good. We are looking for the word affluent and bankruptcy. Affluent and bankruptcy. Good. But although professional women may be more affluent, okay, has shopping made them happier, maybe. Affluent, they are women affluent, it's not that much clear. Let's read more. Had the quality of their life improved? Had the quality of their life improved? Not always. Wow. So in here they can buy their own luxury products. Good. It means that people they have money. They have money, but they were shopping all the time, getting things they like. But these things, have they changed their quality of their life? No. So affluent means maybe they have enough money, more than enough money. We'll see. Good. Bankruptcy. The lack of financial self-restraint can sometimes result in bankruptcy and even divorce. Bankruptcy. The word bankruptcy. It's a good or a negative thing in here. Bad or a negative thing? It is a negative thing, not a positive thing. In here, a negative thing. So it would result in bankruptcy, which is, I think, owning, or you have to pay for the bank, or being in debt with the bank. Let's see. Affluent means having plenty of money, while bankruptcy, the state of being unable to pay your own debts. Unable to pay your own debts. Good. So in here are the words that we have discussed. Let's remember them. Cooperative, what does it mean? Belonging to a company, while passion means what? Enthusiasm for something. Compulsive means what? Something that you cannot control. Afflict means what? Affects in a negative way. Excessive, too much. While consumers, people who buy and use products or services, buzz, feeling of excitement. Consolation, something that makes you feel better. Affluent, having plenty of money. Bankruptcy, the state of being unable to pay your debts. Good. Here's a very lovely exercise in which you are going to look at the word variable. Like what? Let's see. Do you know any word that could be related to, has almost the same meaning of the word consumer? Yes, we talked about it. Which was? Yes, it was customer. Good. Research, doing a research, also doing what? Doing a study. Nice. To connect, also to what? Very nice. To join things together. Discover, it's really easy to find something, Ancient means very old. So another word is to say old. Good. Various, which means what? Different. Also we can use different. Good. Gradually means what? Slowly, or there is a word could be like slowly. but quickly, fast. Disease, yes, illness. Remain, stay. And enormous, what? Enormous, huge. Create is to make. Create, there is another word, is to make. Good. Here is another activity that you can use this word to. If you suffer from hurt, okay, from hurt what? Disease. Disease. Good. You must be careful for eating healthy diet. Frankincense was used thousands of years ago in the temple rituals in ancient Egypt. He took a long time to recover from the accident, but he got better. He gradually got better. If you these two wires, okay, connect. If you connect these two wires together, the machine will work. Nice. Louis Pasteur was the first scientist to discover a way to stop milk turning sour. Now the last one says, scientists need to do more what? To do more what? Researches. Good researches before they can send a human being to Mars. To send a human being to Mars. Good. Let's move to our last part in this unit, which is make and do. A very lovely thing, a very lovely task in here. So how can we differentiate being make and do? Let's see in here. Let's see in here. I do the shopping on Friday usually. Could you do a job for me? Who does the cooking in your house? So do, and does. Look in here, cooking, job, shopping. But made, they made me. People can make money. Okay, so easy. I have to make a phone call. So how can we differentiate between the usage of make and do? I will give a very short hint in which it will help you a lot. Okay, like try to think of starting something and finishing something else. To make is to start something. To do is to finish it. Like this one, think of it. To make is to start it. To do is to finish it. So the shopping is to start it or to finish it? To finish it. Good. So do. A job, to finish your job, or to start your job, to finish your job, thing that you are asked to do. Good. Let's see more examples or more words can go with do. Like think of it, as I said, finish. To finish your activity or to do your activity. Laundry, exam or examination also, and many different things. Damage, test, homework, favor, to do someone a favor, whatever. Look in here, those are most of the words that could go with the word do. And that is, as I say, it is like to finish something. Like make it like this one. Think, is it to finish or to start? If it's to finish, to do. Let's move to some word that could work with make, to start something. Okay, to make an apology, to start an apology. Yes, you make it, you just start it, you initiate it. To make a coffee, to start it, to start from nothing. To make a phone call, to make a dinner, to make a progress, to make change, to make an error, to make a noise, to make a promise, to make a tea or a cup of tea, to make. So this is a very lovely thing or a very lovely task to do. Okay, so this is, we have reached the end of this theme by your homework, which is activity 4, page 7. Activity 4, page 7. Don't forget to do this very lovely task in which you are going to learn more and more about vocabulary. So this is the end of our lesson for today, the first lesson. Inshallah, we are going to see you inshallah in the coming lesson. Till that time, see you inshallah.